how did you figure out what they are? And what's your, I guess, what's your current strategy for attracting more of those ideal clients?
Um, I think, I mean, if you follow most business books, right, there's some mention of ideal client early on, right? I mean, that to me, and frankly, when I see this a lot, like people will post in Twitter about how much they're working, they're overworked, whatever. And I'm like, if you focus on good pricing and ideal clients, the work, the overworking thing kind of solves itself for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we early on, I knew this, but I was in strategic coach 2016 or 17, 18, 19, all the way up until COVID. And that is one of the first things they talk about is defining who you are as a firm, who you want to work with, who you feel the most energized about.
Yeah.
And so we went back early on and said, okay, who are our top 20% of our clients? Those are our A clients. Those are the people we want to replicate more and more of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big believer in really bucketing your clients in these 5 buckets of, A, B, C, D, and then, not F necessarily. So you'd say E, right? E, those are the clients that frankly you kind of hold on to. And you really should, if you just have no emotion in any part of it, you should just let them go every year. Like that should be just a constant growth. Or you maybe not let them go, but how can you convert them up to a B and C level from E, right? And for a lot of firms, these are the, under $1,000 for us. That'd be like an under $1,000 tax return. That's a client we wouldn't take on if they called today. We may keep some of them because maybe they're just really easy to work with. And frankly, if they're in that bucket and they work with us, it doesn't mean we don't value them. They just may not be the right fit for a firm that wants to do full planning. We get in no harm, no foul. They just, if somebody needs a basic tax return, we're not necessarily the best fit. I'll diverge for just 1 second. We have actually solved for that a little bit. We added a contractor this year who's a CPA. And so he works with